Hello, everybody, and welcome to NASCAR.com, GarageCam, and all you fans on NASCAR Facebook Live. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, live from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the most famous raceway on Earth, the most famous speedway on Earth, and, well, there's one of the most famous cars on Earth. And joining us to open the show is
Hey, get out of my garage. Get out of my garage, man.
All right, hold on. Is this the line?
That's the line. Don't cross the line.
All right, but welcome back, first of all, because you had a throng of media around you most of the time last week.
Yeah.
You feel like you're getting kind of back into the rhythm?
I do. I feel good. Physically, I feel really great. I was worried at Loudon, you know, just my first race back. I figured there'd be some stiffness, soreness. And then after the race, I thought surely it was going to set in like once the adrenaline wore off. But I woke up Monday morning and I felt really good. So I went back to the gym and hit it hard. So I've been really surprised and really happy with my recovery leading up to the race at Loudon and then how well I've felt inside the race cars. So looking forward to this weekend here at Indy.
Hey, we had a question from Gator Mike.
Gator Mike.
Gator Mike. I like that name. I think it's kind of cool. He's probably from Florida.
Yeah, he probably is.
Or he just likes alligators. Anyway, he actually said that he saw you mentioning something called a bone growth stimulator.
Yeah.
He wanted to ask, do you think that helped the healing process?
I don't know. You know, there's no really way to tell. Gator
Wait, you're
Mike,
not Dr. Amarola?
Yeah, well, I think, you know, the only way to really compare it is to compare person to person and do the, you know, analysis on don't use the bone growth stimulator and do use the bone growth stimulator. And you can't do that. You can't use the same individual to check to see if, you know, a bone heals faster or not. So, but it is based on science, and there's been some studies done that think that it does help progress the healing of the bone. So it's a magnetic field, and it basically straps on to whatever bone is broken. Mine was my back, so it's strapped on like a vest.
Okay.
And I would wear it for 30 minutes a day. And it sends a magnetic field through that area, and it basically tells that area, it sends like a field of energy, and it stimulates the bone to basically regenerate the mitochondria. Is that the right word?
I've heard that word when I was in 6th grade science.
I'm pulling out a really big word. I've forgot half of what the doctors told me over the last couple months, but yeah, I think it does help, and if it didn't help, I still used it, and I got back in a short amount of time.
That's awesome. Hey, I always love going by your car here because we see on the back of it the fueled by bacon.
Yes.
Now
we're all fueled by bacon.
It's kind of literal. Why don't you bring the fans back there and show them the uniqueness of your garage? The King's over there looking at roller dogs right now. We've already blazed through all the bacon this morning. You got to realize that the garage, I left one piece.
The garage has been open since 6 a.m. So a lot of hungry grown men around here, but
even the King's going for roller dogs.
King, look out! You're on candid camera.
He done been over here aggravated.
So the King's made a.
Well, I'm looking for something. It's hot. I'm looking for something to grab a hold of it with.
Your fingers.
Yeah, they're not finger-proof.
So we've got our Nathan's roller dog back here. We've got Nathan's hot dogs going on. We've got some other snacks. The guys love it. They love to be able to come over here, grab a hot dog right quick.
I'm ready.
The King's ready.
The King's got him a hot dog.
The King's a hot dog eating fool.
Is there still a piece of bacon up there? I thought there was.
There is.
Got a little bacon too.
Can I have one? Oh, you're gonna got it. The King stole my bacon.
You want that end of it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
We saved one last piece for you.
You got it.
Now I got to do a show with bacon in my mouth.
That's okay. Here, let me help you. You good? No, you can finish it.
I got it. All right, buddy. Indianapolis, real quick. You know, I walked in here the other day and nobody was here. Walking on the front stretch. I know in our sport, Daytona will always rule.
Sure.
But this place here has a certain aura and mystique to it. You know, how could you describe that best to the fans? You know, because I know we all spend a lot of quiet time here at Indy.
You know, I think when you think about Indy, when I think about Indy, I think about the fact that they've been racing here for over 100 years. You know, this place is over a century old. It's decades or centuries, you know, have spanned the life of this place. And so when you look at that yard of bricks, and I know that it got re-bricked at one time, But when you look at that yard of bricks and you think about all the famous legends that have crossed that stripe, you know, everybody from A.J. Foyt and the Unsers to Michael Schumacher to Lewis Hamilton to Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, all of those guys, Richard Petty. When you look at this racetrack and you think about, you know, the history here, it's hollow ground, man. It is a really special place, and they take care of this place. Like it's unbelievable how well manicured. Like every grass clipping is like perfectly measured. You know, it reminds you of like the Augusta National when you think of golf. You know, I relate that very similar to here. All the security officials are dressed in the same shirts. Their shirts are tucked in, their belts are on just right. It's very, very professional. And not to say that the other racetracks aren't, but this place is just tradition.
All right, well, Carl Ranton and so many fans chiming in. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live also, man.
All right, stay tuned.
I appreciate it. And the King's over here finishing his hot dog. And, hey, there's Michael McDowell on his computer over here. Well, the engineers are over here. In Indy, we have this great large garage, so the engineers are over here. Of course, we won't show the computer screen and show that he's really playing Pac-Man.
Yeah, I'm playing solitaire, actually.
Solitaire, yeah. There you go.
Just looking at some data, trying to find some speed. It's a quick turnaround in this practice. You only get 40 minutes to get it tuned up, so I got to figure out what I need to do, and team's working hard to figure out what they got to do, and hopefully we'll find some speed.
Is that something where it's so different, and we're going to experience this the next kind of few weeks with the schedule being different? Is that something where you guys are really embracing the challenge, or is it something where you're like, wow, this is crazy?
No, I think every weekend's a challenge. It just condenses it into a shorter time period. You know, it's nice, to have a night to think about it and to look at notes and go over things, but same for everybody, right? And so it's, every weekend the other 39 teams are fighting the same things we're fighting, so it's nice to have an extra day at home, though.
Oh, yeah, that's always nice. Hey, the King was over there eating a hot dog. You ever go over there and steal a roller dog or steal a piece of bacon?
The bacon is what drives me crazy. They got bacon all the time cooking over there, so.
Oh, you guys do have your own roller dog.
We do have our own little hot dog machine. It's a staple here.
You let out the secret. I'll be back. All right, Michael McDowell, driver, this number 95 car, and my boy Red here. Red, man, you grew up near Indianapolis, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. It feels good to be back home. Got the family here. Spent some time with them. We're here. Hopefully, we have a good weekend here.
And you've worked I think you worked before this. You worked with Marco Andretti. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, did some IndyCar stuff. That was awesome, man. I did. It was way different. A whole month you're here, not just a weekend. This is fun though.
And Indianapolis is just so special to anybody that's in motorsports.
Oh yes, definitely. This Daytona, they're awesome places to come to. If you ever get the chance to come here for any race, you got to come check it out. It's a great facility.
All right, Red right here is the interior mechanic on this number 95, and we call him Red, of course, because of that red hair and that beard. Clorox on board, new paint scheme. I'm Matthew Dillner. By the way, this is GarageCam. If you're new to the show and you're watching on NASCAR Facebook Live or NASCAR.com, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you want to see today on NASCAR.com and NASCAR Facebook Live. The teammates breaking it down right here together. AJ Allmendinger and Chris Buescher in the house. All right, Bush. What you guys breaking down? Are you breaking down like lunch plans or that first practice?
AJ's trying to teach me how to golf, and there's a course in the infield here. So
I've seen you golf, and it's not very pretty.
Hey, we used my ball. That was best ball, and we used mine on that drive. Thank you very much.
5'8", son.
You got to give him some tips because trust me. Have you ever golfed with Buescher?
I mean, we haven't golfed in the same group. No, I've seen pictures of where he ends up when he's hitting the golf ball.
Well, he likes he likes the woods.
Yeah, that's why I was. So he's trying to get me to do a swap with him, like where if I teach him to golf, like we're gonna go out mud bogging with each other. And
that sounds like a deal. I'd do it.
I don't think so. I just want to golf. So it doesn't hurt my feelings that much if he doesn't come golf with me. But I'm thinking between this 6.5-hour break we got after the second practice, I might be able to get about 27 holes in before we qualify.
All right, Buescher.
No give and take.
No give and take. Well, you are the young guy of the group, so you got to just take it.
And I'm an only child.
Dinger. Oh, I love it. Okay, if you never see GarageCam, we rode through the garage here. We got to hustle up because we're going to run out of time here if we talk to every single driver. But hey, David Reagan is here. with the beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the background. All right. We were talking about roller dogs and stuff, man. This has become the food show, but you're going healthier.
Yeah, I just had some chips and dip, and here at Indy, the garage, is here on pit road, but our trailers are a half a mile back towards the infield, so
we get to see you guys more.
Yeah, just hanging out here. They bring the food over here, so getting a little snack. I don't want to eat real heavy. We got another practice here in 30 minutes, so eat light and hang out a little bit.
All right, David Reagan, appreciate you joining us at NASCAR.com Garage Cam, and back out into the sunshine. It's a little overcast today, which is nice because it's not that hot. But speaking of hot, oh, ladies, speaking of hot, look at those muscles right there. It's Matt crushing the iron, D. Benedetto. What's up?
D-Burrito.
D-Burrito. We could come up with like 1,000 nicknames for you.
Yeah.
Do you have a nickname in the gym?
No, not yet.
Not like the Crusher or anything?
No. Usually me and my friend just try and act like total idiots when we're in the gym and be like, oh, we're going to take tomorrow off and give the weights a break, all those types of comments.
Well, that Ryan Ellis, your PR guy, gives the weights a break like every year, right?
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
The funny thing is he'll eat and then go jog and go boxing and go like do all this cardio and still gain like 3 pounds. And I lift and then eat, 5 million calories, and it seems to go to good places. And I don't know what happened with
it. It doesn't go to a good place with me. Hey, real quick, come here real quick. I want to ask you a question here. Okay, dude, what the heck is that?
TJ Keene with CorvetteParts.net has these little, I don't know, stuffed animal sock things, and she takes pictures with those guys with different drivers.
Really?
I don't know.
I've never seen these things. Does she wear them?
No.
So they're not smelly?
No,
Okay,
no, I don't even, it's as far as I know.
It is hot. You need to, put your feet in a bath.
Yep.
Would you wear those socks?
Oh, yeah. Do I?
What do you have? You have some cool socks on? Camo socks?
Yeah.
I didn't even see them.
Exactly.
You see, that's a camo joke.
All right, Dillner, the important question.
Oh, boy.
Where do I need to go eat tonight in Indy?
Well, you see, I took 4 of my guys to the tamale place a few years ago, and they literally said that it tasted like a sock. But I've probably teed up about like 40 to 50 people to the place who thought it was unbelievable. So I'd say go get a green chili pork tamale with a side of elotes, the Mexican corn with the cheese and the spice.
Right.
So that's the pick.
All right, my last
It's a strip mall
question.
fine. It's not good.
My last question for you. Did you ask AJ Allmendinger about his rage last weekend with Trevor Bayne?
No.
Oh.
Here, come on.
Okay. I asked him earlier.
He won't hit you.
We'll find out.
He might hit you, but
I don't know.
You got muscles, so.
AJ's a pretty feisty guy.
Just a little bit.
Where's he
a
at?
little bit. He was up here. I think he's over.
AJ, I see.
Did we leave?
I see Busher.
He's probably in front of that deal. I would say he's in front of it. Let's go stalk him. Come on. I put you on the spot.
AJ up there?
If not, he's in the restroom.
I don't see AJ.
Oh, you're off the hook.
Man.
Well, we'll take the mic back from you since you failed us.
Dang that guy.
All right, Debo. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
I gave it a try.
Can you bench press that?
This?
Yeah, come on. Give me a curl. Give me a curl.
Oh, you gotta get the right angle.
The NASCAR.com Garage Cam curl right here. All right, bud. See you, Debo. We appreciate it. Having too much fun on NASCAR.com Garage Cam. We got to hustle, though, man. We got a lot of cars to show you. Where are we in the show? Hey, what about interaction here, Strick? We're on Facebook Live, man. I'm sure we're getting a lot. You see the Xfinity cars rolling out onto the track right now, getting ready for qualifying. They'll be after this practice. Leah Bartlett wants to see Casey Kane. Missy Bennett, oh, go Blaney. Halfway in the show, Charles Orff says it's raining in Pennsylvania. Well, guess what, Orff? Thank God it's not raining here. Perfect racing weather right now. Ty Dillon, the rookie stride. Of course, you can check out the Sunoco rookie pieces on NASCAR.com every week. It's kind of like Radioactive for the rookies. It's like the rookie Radioactive. I kind of dig it. Stricker just took the mic from me. I don't know why. Like, you took it from me for some reason. I have no idea why.
I took the mic so that you could walk with your phone, because you walking with a phone is dangerous enough, let alone holding onto a mic. We don't need you running in.
Why'd you take my mic?
Safety first, kid.
Hey. Hey, this is Behind the Scenes Show. That's our boy, Matt Strickert. Wonderful producer. Thinks he knows golf. He played here on Thursday. CJ could probably out-golf him with his audio boom pole. What do you think, Siege? Oh, yeah. He's like, see you later. He's deserted me. Well, we had some requests for the number 5 Farmers Insurance car, and there it is. Rolling out of the garage, about to turn this puppy around and get ready for second and final practice for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. And here is the nationwide number 88, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Matty Delaney on the right side above the roof on this puppy. Of course, the big news this week, that Alex Bowman will be the new driver of the 88 next year. But you know what? We still got this season to talk about. We got this season to get through. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Running here at Indianapolis. 3 of his last 5 Brickyard 400s have resulted in top 10 finishes. So if you're playing NASCAR Fantasy Live on NASCAR.com, hey, why don't you give Junior a little nod on your team? Let's round the corner here. Austin Dillon. Austin's doing some toe exercises, man. Some stretching in the garage area. Really cool paint scheme on this number 3 this weekend. Molly coat on the side of the number 3. That's some really cool little gears in the paint scheme right there. All right, man, we caught you doing some stretches there.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
I'll just, loosening it up, getting ready to try and go faster right here in second practice. We need some speed.
What are you guys searching for? I know it's a challenge because of the fact that we have 2 short practice sessions and qualifying. That's it, impound.
Yeah, just searching for a happy medium for the race, trying to make our car good for the race, and not really worrying about qualifying right now at the moment because of the stages and different strategy you can play. So just trying to get it driving good.
Hey, man, if you, I don't know if you've ever allowed yourself to think of this, but come on, admit it. Everybody thinks of kissing the bricks at Indy.
Oh,
now, how would your kiss with the bricks be, man? Would you make out with those red pieces of brick or what?
Yeah, I'd definitely let them have it, for sure.
All right, Austin Dillon, driver of this Dow beautiful Molly coat Chevrolet. He said he'd get after it. I don't know, Whitney. Let's have Whitney chime in on that. Trevor Bain, the Avocare number 6. Oh boy, does that car just get even more colorful as the year goes on? It seems like we get more color on it every week. Daniel Suarez. And there is the number 77 of Eric Jones. The Sports Clips ride this week. And getting some cool air up here. You can hear this here. I'll mic the wind. I don't think I've ever done that before. But is Eric Jones watching the TV on the IMS screen right now as this number 77 team goes to work. We'll see if we can get, here is Eric Jones. All right, buddy, Indianapolis, this place is just absolutely something special, isn't it?
Yeah, it is for a lot of reasons, not only for the NASCAR world, with as long as we've been coming here now, and as many people that have tried to come here and win and compete and win not only the Brickyard but the Indy 500. It's just special to be on the same track as that. So my first laps around here in a Cup car this morning, pretty neat. My first Brickyard 400. Just pretty excited for the whole weekend in general. So been pretty cool so far.
Hey man, Were you following the Slinger Nationals at all this week, man?
I was doing my best to keep up with it. There was no video feed, so I didn't get to see it.
I know, I was upset with it too.
I know, so I watched it. Well, I kept up with updates on Twitter and stuff, but it looked like a good race.
All right, we're on NASCAR Facebook Live, so, you know, who knows, 100,000 people, 50,000 people watching this thing right now. Your sponsor this week is Sports Clips.
It is.
And you're all about style, man.
That's
and
right.
Nobody else in the garage, I can't help but ask this because the wind is blowing majestically through the side of this Mullet.
Yes.
I mean, Sports Clips has to be proud because the bottom line is you're bringing the style, son.
They're proud. They, you know, I went there about a month ago, got it trimmed up, cleaned up a little bit, so it's still flying. It's almost reaching down to the back of my neck now, bottom of my neck. So I'll keep it going here for a little while. They like it though. They got a cool thing actually going on. We're gonna announce it today. Some people can win some gift cards and stuff. So just keep an eye out for that one.
We will on your social.
On my social, yeah, we'll be announcing it.
All right, you got it, Eric Jones. We appreciate it. And that, oh man, that mullet was flowing. It was majestic. We'll just call it a Mullet because it's a little fancier. But Eric Jones, the crew giving him crap right now about his mullet blowing in the wind. But I'll tell you what, I like it, man. Ricky Stenhouse had one for a little while there, and everybody loved it, and then he cut it, man. What the heck? Got to be different in this sport, man. This is a sport about being different from its inception. Here's a guy who's kissed the bricks before, Ryan Newman. He was last night part of the great FanFest nearby in the little Main Street part of Speedway, Indiana. And what a spectacle it was with the Holler Parade. If you've never been to Indianapolis, it's part of the weekend that a race fan should really take in because you can get up close and personal with the cars and the stars and the haulers. And there's a pit crew competition and lug nut stacking competition. There was all these events with kids. It was really, really something special. And NASCAR.com, we're posting a little video. Is it up already? Is it up? I think it's up already, the video from FanFest yesterday. Matt Kenseth, Jamie Mack, a bunch of people taking part in that. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., driver the number 17, of course, hoping for his third win of the season. What a big win it would be here in Indiana. Just remember, the Olive Branch, Mississippi driver really cut his teeth in the sprint car and midget ranks, and this is such a hotbed for that. And of course, the Clausen family being from nearby, their shop just about, I think, 30 minutes from here. Tim Clausen, his father, and Ricky so close. And I know it would mean so much for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to park it in Victory Lane for his friend Brian Clausen in Indianapolis. The number 41, KB, monster on the nose. Let's roll on over here to the 22 of Joseph Logano. Joey climbing into his car, getting ready for practice. Climbing in early. The early bird gets the worm, and Logano needs a worm. He needs that victory to get into the chase. Right now, he'd get in on points. But of course, that doesn't feel very safe. New scheme on the 21 this weekend. Quicklane.com. On the side of this number 21, driver Ryan Blaney locked into the chase with his win at Pocono. See what we got as far as interaction. NASCAR Facebook Live requests coming in. We appreciate you joining us on the show. The Tide Pods scheme. Anybody that's an old school racing fan, old school NASCAR fan, loves when the Tide ride is back in any race. Well, there it is. Matt Kenseth. You see Mobile One on the back of this shirt right here, and the Mobile One crew is getting ready. Getting this Clint Boyer Ford ready from the Stewart-Haas Racing Camp. Mobile One, of course, proud sponsors of NASCAR.com GarageCam. We thank them for their involvement in the show. You know why? Because this show is for you guys. That's why we try to get as much interaction as we can on the show and try to interview as many drivers. It's kind of cool going between practices here. Usually we'll get to show you the new paint schemes, be the first people to do so. 5 minutes to go before practice number 2, the final practice, gets underway. Jimmy Johnson, the Lowe's Chevrolet. Already in the car, window net going up on the number 48, a former Brickyard champion. The number 2 of Brad Keselowski still has yet to win for the first time at the Brickyard. His teammate Joey Logano with a little bit more success at the Brickyard than the number 2. And of course, if you date back to the history of the number 2, also Rusty Wallace, snake bitten at this 2.5 mile Grand Super Speedway. 7 starts, only 3 top 10s for Brad Keselowski at Indianapolis. Jamie McMurray, a former winner that year that he won the Great American Race and the Brickyard 400, something that will be forever known as one of the great performances. The number 24 of Chase Elliott. Louis DiDonato requesting to see the Napa Auto Parts machine and the driver. There's Chase Elliott at the front of his ride. Like David Reagan was saying, a lot of these drivers hanging out here, not going back to their haulers. Denny Hamlin with the FedEx Cares ride. FedEx. New paint scheme for this weekend at the Brickyard, unveiled just the other day at an airplane hangar. Kevin Harvick strapping into the Jimmy John's ride. Kyle Busch already in the Skittles, number 18. A lot of people yesterday tuning in and saying they want to see those Skittles on the bricks. This California driver strapping into his car. Another one that Indianapolis, a win here would mean so much. Kyle Larson, the points leader, right alongside the number 78. The window net is already up. These guys are ready to go. You got to understand something right here. With this condensed schedule of a 2-day show, there's a sense of urgency with these teams. Not many people running qualifying trim in the last session. I think Denny Hamlin led the charts in that first practice, and he had him by about 3 miles per hour, which tells me that the number 11 was for sure in qualifying trim. Expect to see some qualifying trim. This car right now ready for a race run does not have sticker tires on board, the number 78. That's usually an indicator. And then you see the grill right there, not all taped up on the front of the 78. So this is definitely a race run, setup run. As the cars hit practice, Mikey Segura wants to see Kyle Busch. Well, there you go, Mikey. The number 18, your favorite driver. Kevin Harvick rolling by. Denny Hamlin fastest in first practice. Working on race trim stuff right now, has a set of scuffs on board that car. Jimmy Johnson coming over here trying to fake us out like he's gonna hit us. Give you a cool view of that number 48 at the Brickyard. 3-time winner in 2017, of course. The 84th win. Trying for 85.
Jimmy's also trying to tie Jeff for the most wins here on the Oval at 5, which would be his 84th. So needless to say, if he wins,
that's pretty monumental.
It's going to be big.
If it happens here, that would be incredible there to tie Jeff Gordon, a mentor of sorts for Jimmy Johnson. And, of course, he's got Darrell Waltrip and Bobby Allison on the side of his helmet. But I would say, don't ask Bobby Allison about that helmet, because Bobby Allison would say he needs to be on the helmet after this win, too. After his win at Beau McGray, that kind of was not allowed. A great little folklore story in the history of NASCAR, if you want to read into it. Or if you see Bobby Allison, ask him about it. He'll tell you. It's a lot of fun. There's so much in this sport that is, just like this place, Indianapolis, the mystique of the Brickyard. Our sport has a level of mystique to it as well. Fred Keselowski's blue deuce, well, the white deuce. White rims, I always like that on those Penske cars when they do that. Trevor Bayne right here, the Tennessee native. Cars are lined up and ready to go for practice number 2. Final practice at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The Fame 3 right to the 88. The final time at the Brickyard. Juanita loves the live stream. What's up, Juanita? Thanks for joining us on NASCAR.com and Facebook Live. The Hendrick Brigade right here. The number 5 of Enumclaw, Washington's Casey Kane. Been doing a lot of World of Outlaws and sprint car racing this year. The number 5. Ty Dillon has a win here at the Brickyard in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Hoping to be the upset winner this weekend in the Brickyard 400. Kurt Busch, his best finish, 5th, 2001, when he was driving for Roush. Only 2 top 10s in his last 12 Brickyard starts. Eesh. But you know what? Hey, good time to turn it around right here. Paul Menard, a previous winner of the Brickyard 400. And hey, bookending this puppy right here, the number 43 of Eric Amarola. And that's our show for today. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Thanks for joining us on GarageCam, presented by Mobile One, live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the hallowed grounds of motorsports, where the full-bodied stock cars take the big stage this weekend. So make sure you tune in to the Brantley Gilbert Big Machine Brickyard 400, Sunday, 2:30 p.m., NBC. You can listen live on the IMS Radio Network and, of course, on Sirius XM Satellite Radio. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.